Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to see you. Welcome to my home. This is my home office. I expect you're going to be here a lot in the next few weeks, just like this. It's a little strange, I know. But here's what's cool. My home office is a reflection of who I am. It's a little messy, no doubt. Always is. I'll see if I can clean it up a little bit for you next time, but yeah, whatever. I have a love of learning. We have a lot of books in my house. Not a love of cleaning. I don't know why the vacuum cleaner's in here. Whatever. A love of music, of course. You see my piano, my guitar hanging on the wall. You can even barely see my ukulele, which was a present from Chorus seniors a few years ago. As was the Doherty thing on the door, actually. That was a present a couple of years ago, too. And so was the guitar thing hanging up next to the door. My home office is a lot about you guys. Isn't that crazy? You're kind of a big part of my life. So it's especially sad that I'm here and not with you today. So first and foremost, I hope you're all well, staying healthy. Please, pretty please, use the social distancing. Use this time to stay away from people. Don't treat it like a snow day, because if you're out and you're hanging out and you're, going to places and doing stuff with people, then the whole thing is for nothing. I know this is hard. I really do. Try not to be sad about it, because you know what I see in this situation? I know this is weird, and I know it seems extreme, but what I see is that we're doing extreme things to protect the people in our society who are most vulnerable. And that is maybe the coolest thing I've ever seen Americans do together. I'm proud of us for this, even though it really sucks. And we all know it really sucks. But we're doing this for a purpose, to protect each other. And I think that's a noble cause. So let's stick with it. And practically speaking, the better we do at social distancing and staying away from each other, the sooner this whole thing's over with. If we can stop the spread of the virus significantly, then the whole thing burns out much, much quicker. If it spreads more, it takes longer. And I want to see you again, and I want to make music together again. So let's get this job done, even though it's no fun. I'm reading from a script in case you're curious, or at least some talking points. So if I look down a bit, that's why. All right, so let's get down to business. The March concert. It's over. I'm sorry. It stinks. I know. I was really excited to sing this one for people. I love the Beatles music. I've loved working on these songs with you guys. They've been sounding really good. I was excited to show off our work, but such is life. The world had different plans for us. I told all the choruses last week that the concerts are not the be-all and end-all. The concerts are a step in the way, along the way of learning. The learning that we've done over the last few months is still there. You've learned new songs. You've had fun singing them. We've learned new musical concepts while working on those songs. Hopefully, some of you have even gotten a little bit of an interest in the Beatles. You've got some time now. You could explore. Learn more. Maybe I'll share some Beatles links on Teams, and you can check them out if that music interested you a little bit, because it's some of my favorite music in the whole world, and I think you should like it too. We're not going to reschedule that concert. There's no way. This is already going to be too long. We're not going to come back for almost a month, and by that time we will have forgotten a whole lot of that music, and the time it would take to put it back together again will not be worth it, essentially. We have a whole new set of music to start working on because we've got another concert to put on this year. I fully intend that we will have a June concert. Who knows what that's going to look like? If this quarantine goes on longer, then maybe we do less music. I don't know. We'll see. We really don't know. But what I do know is that we can get started on music without being together. For years, we've always had practice tracks and recordings and PDFs available online on Teams. That's going to happen again. They're not up there yet because I don't have all the music yet. I wasn't really ready to start new music this week. That was supposed to be like a week from now. So the materials aren't even here yet. When I get them, I will put it all up online, and I will do that as soon as possible so that you can get started on the new music. I think you're really going to like the songs. They're going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited about it. So we can totally work on music on our own. That is a given. It's always been possible. I understand most of you, many of you maybe, have ignored that possibility in the past, but now you're going to have to check that out and do a little singing on your own at home. You know what? Everything's weird now, so when your parents are like, why is that there? Why are they singing so much? It'll make more sense now, okay? So moving on, I expect the same with the talent show, and I'm not really in charge, but I expect it'll happen. So you know what? Get practicing something. Why not? Oh, let's see here. So the big question everybody's asking me is, what do we do now? How does a chorus work online? Well, the obvious part is it's not the same. We can't sing together, and that's what we do most, right? But there's other things we can do to make this situation less painful, and to make it a little more musical and a little more interesting. Number one, I know this is really itchy. Bad timing, I know, since we're talking about not touching our face and stuff, but at least I'm home and I can go wash my hands in a minute. And you're not going to be here to touch anything. So I'm not going to stress you out. Number one, I know we're all stressed out about this whole situation, and you're going to have other classes giving you work, and some of those other classes have a much more urgent thing. Those Regents exams are still going to happen, and they're going to lose their time. So some of your teachers may be putting a little pressure on you, and I get that. I will not put pressure on you. I promise. What I want is the opposite. I know that for many of us, chorus is the spot in our lives that brings us a little happiness, a little stress relief. And I want to find a way to do that even when we can't be together. So what we do with this time online is going to be, hopefully, fun, interesting, and not stressful. We're going to do some fun activities together. I hope you'll participate. None of this is absolutely mandatory. You won't be getting grades for stuff we do over this break in chorus. But I hope you'll join me, and I hope we can have some fun and make some interesting musical ideas together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try a video conference. At the video conference, I'm going to announce our first activity, first sort of homework type thing. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., I would like you to join me in a video conference on Zoom. Today, I'm going to learn how to use Zoom. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to check stuff out. Excuse me. My daughters are on Zoom right now with their classes, and it's pretty cool looking. I think it's going to be an awesome way for us to kind of keep in touch. Since we can't be together, we can see each other, we can hear each other. The computers the school gave you are capable of doing this stuff, and it's a really good way to handle this situation. So tomorrow, at 1 p.m., I would like you to join me on a Zoom video conference. I'm going to share a link in the Teams app in the Posts section. 1 p.m. tomorrow, and while we're there, we'll talk about some of the stuff in the future. I imagine it'll be a little tech help in the beginning, trying to figure all this stuff out, no doubt. But a chance to see each other, a chance to say hi, yeah. So hopefully I'll see you then. Until then, I'll see you later. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow.